What is up, you man? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Welcome to some Forza Horizon 4. That's an old school intro, if you know about it. If you don't, then I guess you've now heard it for the first time. Yeah, anyway, welcome back to a brand new video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the past few videos. I mean, you have, since you've shown crazy amounts of support on them. So huge shout out and huge thank you to everybody who's been liking the videos, commenting and all that sort of stuff. And of course, subscribing to the channel. So yeah, if you enjoyed the content, then please do all of that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, let's get started with this video. So, Wheelspin Drift Build, as usual, a series on the channel, an old school series. The series started initially by the slap train, and then people asked me to try and do it, and you know, I started doing it, and lots of people liked it on this channel. So that's pretty much what is happening in today's video. I get to slide around in some random cars that the game decides to give me, and with a random budget that, again, the game decides to give me. So let's start spinning. Let's start spinning the wheel spins. I have pretty much both wheel spins and super wheel spins. I think I'm gonna go with super wheel spins just because they're more fun. The stuff that I get in them is a little better, and also in gifts I have 2 free super wheel spins because I'm VIP. So let's spin them. Let's see what I get. It's always good when I get something that's not supposed to slide, like money. No, please, game. Actually give me a car. Actually give me a car, and then also give you a good budget. So basically, if I get multiple cars, then obviously the one that's the furthest to the left will be the one that I'm using. So come on. Please, game. Give me something good. Don't give me something that I already had before as well. Oh, Carrera GT would have been pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. Come on. You can't do this to me. You have to give me something. Please, game. How am I constantly spinning this? Like, this is a normal wheel spin sort of thing where I just get money. A Z4. I think we got the Z3M before, but I don't think I've ever got the Z4. Okay, but it's only 10 grand worth of upgrades to do to it. I mean, I'm happy with this. I mean, you know, Z4, however you want to say it, is... I mean, it's a good base, right? Wait, what year is it? 2011. Jesus. So it's a good base for a car, right? Just lying around with. 335 horsepower, 501 newton meters of torque, 1,525 kilos. I was supposed to say horsepower. I was like, Jesus. Balance is really good. Yeah, it's just heavy. It's heavy because it's a convertible. Obviously, if I do a bunch of stuff to it, then... yeah, maybe I can... now, imagine I was in Forza Horizon 5 right now, and you just press this button. You just press this, right? Which does nothing in this game. But in Forza Horizon 5, if you press the left stick in, you can take the top down on cars, just randomly. How sick would that be? Oh, I really want that. I really want that. I cannot wait. It sounds very raspy. I feel like this is the wrong engine for this car. This sounds like the E46 M3. Okay, it sounds a little weird. Anyway, I still think that I'm able to slide this thing quite well. Now, obviously, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive this thing stock and then just, you know, end up modifying it. I completely did not pay attention on the amount of money that I got. So I have to literally stop the video, stop the recording, and then go back and check. I know it's low. I can't remember if it was 20 grand or 30 grand. Or 15, whatever. I need to... okay, well, immediately spun it. In the first corner. I don't know why I thought I could just send this thing so hard. Am I on sim steering? Yep. I was wondering, how did I spin this thing so hard in the very first corner? I was just driving normally. Okay, let's go back again. Normal steering. It's not a competitive car, so sim steering is not needed. It's still doing that thing with the wheels. When after they spin like a certain speed, they'll just end up going grey. And there's like they change pattern, which is very weird. But that's the thing in the game. It's very weird. It just reminds me of like Gran Turismo wheels. Like the old school Gran Turismo wheels. But at that point in Gran Turismo, you weren't able to look around. In this game, you can look around on the side and stuff like that. And you can see all that happening. It actually still feels pretty good, even though it's definitely underpowered. It's definitely underpowered, but it still feels kind of good to slide. It's got that BMW gene in it, you know what I mean? The ultimate driving machine. I'm keeping up with the 7.5 in front of me though, so that's good. And he's definitely not stock. What's with all the yellow cars? I am lacking so much power. You can also tell that this guy's playing on the keyboard. You can see his front wheels just twitching everywhere. Oh, he spun it. No. Come on, M5. Finish this off. Finish this run off with me. Completely stock Z4 35i, right? Is that the model that I'm driving? I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, it is lacking a little bit of power. That opened diff at the back as well when I was spinning my inside wheel, and that's it. Okay. It's not a terrible car. It's not a terrible base. I need to literally stop my video right now and restart it again because I need to check how much money I was getting because I completely didn't pay attention. So, yeah. Give me a sec. Okay, well, it's 10 grand. It wasn't any of the ones I've said earlier. It's 10,000 credits. So, right, 10,000 credits to improve this. Okay. I think drift suspension is going to help me a lot, especially adjusting camber and tone and stuff like that, because right now power to weight is like, it's okay, it's not terrible, but I think I'm going to do suspension and weight reduction 1,000,000% here. This is going to help us quite a bit. Brakes, get rid of how much weight here? About 30 kilos, 28 kilos, is that what it is? Something like that. Something like that. Okay. Or is that 32 kilos? I don't, I'm blind. I'm an idiot and I'm blind. I can't be bothered to count that up. That's for my sway bars. They're too expensive. See, they could help me stiffen it a little bit. Or soften the suspension or whatever. I think springs and nappers are fine. I think I'm gonna use that to my advantage. Definitely a diff, because the diff right now is horrendous when I'm accelerating. So I need to do that. Now I have about 4 grand pretty much left to go. So what can I do with 4 grand on this thing? Can I change tires? Will I change tires? Is that an option? Should I do it? I don't need more grip. I think the grip that I have now is perfectly fine. If I do this with the drag tires, it'll still improve my grip, and I don't really want that. So on stock tires, I think this is fine. Or street tires is what this thing is on. Track width I could change a little bit. That'll probably help us with our handling slightly. That's 300 credits. We'll see how much money I have left over. I think the only thing I'm going to do now is give it more power. I may have to give this thing more power. It's already turboed, so I might just, end up doing this. Nah, that's too much. Maybe cams? Cams will let us accelerate a little bit higher. And it gives us 80 extra horsepower, so it makes this thing go up to 415 instead. 80 horsepower for 3 grand is not bad. Very moment. I don't know if I'm actually able to change anything else now on this thing. I think this is pretty much done. I can literally do this. But this adds weight and only adds like 3 horsepower, so I don't see a point of doing that. Everything else is now way too expensive, so I think the only thing I'm probably gonna do now is change my track width with this car. I mean, visually, can I change anything on it to help me out? No. Not really. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna change track width. We'll do front and rear. And then obviously with the camera and stuff like that, this should help us out quite a lot. So 9,900 spent on this thing. I definitely wanted to do weight reduction. That's the main thing that I wanted to do. But I mean, if we upgraded the cams and we got an extra 80 horsepower, I'm also happy with that. So 10 grand, hopefully now, should completely change this thing. I'm also gonna go ahead and just do the tune now. I'm not gonna go ahead and run it like this, because I do know for a fact that it's not gonna be much different to what it was stock. But with 10,000. It's already better. It already feels like it has more power. The rear wheels are slightly cambered, I think, with the drift suspension. And it shows, because there's a lot more slip. Oh, there's tons more slip. I think we absolutely just transformed this thing from what it was before. Okay, I'm going to run with a tune really quick, and I'll be right back. I'll show you guys what it is afterwards, or how it drives afterwards, I should say. Right, I'm ready. I'm ready to drive this thing. Right, come on. Let's see how much different this thing is. An extra 10 grand thrown at it. Camber and toe adjusted, which is exactly what I wanted to do on this car. I felt like that would help a lot. And then, of course, a weight reduction. And this thing is a completely different car. It's completely different to drive. This is probably the biggest difference a like 10 grand upgrade or whatever on a car ever ended up making. This is ridiculous. I actually love the way this drives. .400 horsepower is enough as well to go down this. Again, we're using gravity. If I was going uphill, I'd probably struggle a little bit more, but going downhill, that is beautiful amount of power for this car's tires, especially. I'm on street tires right now, and it's pushing me along just nicely. I can hold angle with it as well. I can control slides. Third gear does a very good job. Now compare this run to my initial run on this. I also locked the diff, by the way, for anybody that was wondering. That's also one big thing that I think this car was missing, because you saw it when I was exiting the last corner there, or whatever it was, on the first run that I've done. It's just my inside tire that was spinning, and my outside one was just like, nah, it's okay, we'll just drive around this corner. It is genuinely a very, very good car to drive right now. Literally almost doubling the points that I got before. 373. It actually looks a lot better as well. Like the stance of it just looks so much nicer as well with the drift suspension on it. On the little bit of a extra camera and the track width as well. It's such a good car. Again, I didn't expect 10 grand to make such a big difference, but this is lovely to drive right now. It sounds brilliant from the inside, actually. It does sound exactly like the E46. Except it's turboed. And for some reason, my temperature's in Fahrenheit. You can tell this is an American import. I've said this before. A lot of the cars from this game, they ended up bringing, like, from back in Forza Horizon 1. Obviously, they ended up improving all of the interiors and stuff like that, you know, graphics-wise, but I'm pretty sure the rest of the stuff, everything that's in it, it's all just brought over from Forza Horizon 1, or whatever, Forza Motorsport, where a lot of the cars are pretty much models from American versions of the cars. And I've said this before, I said it about the Golf, I've said it about the any of the BMWs and stuff like that. It's just, they just are. Anyway, this was a very good start to the video. Even though we didn't get a lot of money to, like, upgrade our car or whatever, the car that we did get, and the money that we did get, was actually very good. Anyway, let's move on. We'll do our second build for today's video. We're gonna go normal wheel spins? Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's go normal wheel spins and see what I get. I'm gonna just start skipping stuff now, because there's no point in me waiting too long for all this. We'll see what sort of car I can get. Just don't give me a Beetle. I'm done with, like, tuning and modifying Beetles. Or Golf 4s. We've done all that before. Come on, game. Give me a good car. See what I mean? This is what I said initially with the... Okay, I got 1,000,000 credits. Super Wheelspins. This is what I said about them. It's like... Oh my god. I'm gonna go through all of my Wheelspins. I'm not gonna get a car. Please. Is this the most expensive drift car we're ever gonna have? Oh my god. The 166. Oh my god. Well, I just thought about it. This is probably one of the most expensive drift cars I'll ever do. Do I even want to add this to my garage? I have one of these already. I can sell it for 3.2 million credits. I'll add it to my garage. I don't need the money. But 3.2 million credits for this thing. Wait, let me see. How many of these do I actually have? Oh no, I only have one. It's C-Class. 138 horsepower, 155 newton meters of torque, 650 kilos. Most expensive drift car ever. Oh my god. I know I still have to spin again, by the way. This is not going to be a good stock car to slide around in, I don't think. I do like that the tires have like barely any grip, because this thing was made with bicycle tires. It's probably only got like 155s, 145 tires on it. I love the wooden steering wheel though, it's so cool. I mean, you can get it to oversteer, and because it's so small in the distance between the front and the rear wheels, pretty much the I can't remember what that's called. I can't remember what that's called. Making it super short, which means it can snap to like any direction very, very quickly. That's what the Miata does as well. And the Toyota MR2s and stuff like that, when you get like really snappy oversteer. This is like that. It's weird to drive, man. It's so weird to drive. Let's take it downhill. I'll do a wheel spin straight afterwards though, so you can see how many credits I can actually get to modify this thing and do stuff to it. This is ridiculous though. Power to weight ratio seems kind of okay, to be honest with you. I think grip is the one thing that is going to play a big part. Gripping those tires, actually be able to push myself along. But I think I could like make this thing oversteer pretty easily. Oh my god. Yeah, I would struggle so hard going uphill with this thing. But the fact is, we're going downhill, gravity helps you out a lot. Oh my god. This is dumb. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Trying to keep it going sideways it's a bit of a task, but it's so funny to drive this thing. Or sorry, to drift it. Because I've definitely driven this car before, but I don't think I've ever drifted it. Come on, third gear, come on. Down at the second for this one. I just have to throw myself so hard into these corners to be able to make it all the way around them. I don't think I'm even gonna do 200,000 points with this thing. Oh, there it is. I was expecting to spin it out at some point. Come on then. There's the boys in their JDM cars and their modern cars, and I'm here in this thing. I'm actually gonna do 200,000 points with this car. What was it, like 150 horsepower? I'm surprised, genuinely surprised. Okay, let's do our wheel spin. Come on, game, give me something good. If it's 2,000 credits, then what's the point? 10,000 again. Okay. Because this thing is a lot less powerful, it's just underpowered pretty much. I think 10,000 credits might actually get this thing to be much, much better than what it is now. I want to have a look at my tires. Right, we're obviously on stock tire compound. Whatever that is. We're 140s. 140 all around. What's the widest we can go? 245s. I mean, this increases our grip by a lot, but there's no point to be increasing my grip if I can't actually get this thing to, like, slide properly. Drift suspension? No, we can't have drift suspension. Okay. I might put rally suspension on it just so we can actually modify it and I can actually change toe, camber, and all that sort of stuff. Weight reduction. This is already super lightweight. I don't know if I want to make it lighter. I kind of just wanted to make it more powerful, to be honest with you. I feel like that's the only thing that matters with this car. The diff is doing fine, right? The diff is doing fine the way it's set up on this car initially. So I think I might leave that, or I'm just gonna buy this one. It's only $1.5 grand, and I still have loads of money now to spend on everything. Again, power is the one main thing that I don't know how this is gonna work. I can supercharge this. For 1,500, I can get an extra 15 horsepower. Is that worth it? I don't know. You tell me. Oh my god, I just swapped this thing. A 4.5 liter V8. We could put the 458 engine in this. Could you imagine if we got like unlimited money? I would have done that in a heartbeat. Right. Carburetor iron gives us 10 horsepower. Cams, 18 horsepower for 6 grand. Okay, it looks like we're not pulling a lot of horsepower out of this engine. Maybe supercharging it actually does make quite a big difference here. Okay, let's do that. And then I'll go to the supercharger and upgrade this one as well. There we go. Because this just replaced the standard supercharger and it gave us that. 8,950. Interesting. What else can we actually change on this thing? Again, power went up slightly, but it's not like it went up by a lot. 1,200, that's already too much. Maybe I should do weight reduction then, if I'm stuck like this. But I definitely don't have enough money for that. Interesting, interesting. What else can I actually do for this? Wheels and tires. It's way too expensive. Track width. It's all for the rear wheels as well. I don't know. I don't know what we could possibly do to this. I can technically get it to give us a little bit more grip. But I don't know if I want that, to be honest. I don't know if I want that. I feel like it's on these standard tires. Or at least if I want slightly more grip, I could just do this. But again, that just changes it completely. Plus, I don't have enough money for all of that. I think I'm pretty much stuck with this. Maybe a clutch change, no. Prop shaft, 700. Yeah, I could change my driveline. I mean, it makes it like a kilo lighter, pretty much. Transmission change, maybe. Does this actually do anything? The street transmission? It doesn't seem to do anything. Maybe if it's on automatic, it'll probably change gears just ever so slightly quicker. Yeah, I don't know what else I could change on this thing, to be honest with you. To give it more power, to make it lighter. Even brakes are way too expensive. My efficiency's better on them. I think I'm pretty much stuck right now. Valves? Anything that I can change that's less than $1 grand? I guess I can do. I don't think there is anything that I can change that's less than $1 grand. Around here. Everything is way too expensive. Okay, this will give me more power, but it also gives me an extra 20 kilos. It only gives me 3 extra horsepower. I think we might be done, boys. I think we might be done here. Like I said, everything is just way too expensive to get anything out of. I'll do my track width for the rear. See if that helps me. Or whatever. Apparently handling improves on this thing, so I'll just do that. Okay then. Oh, wait. Continue working. Weight reduction. Can I change anything? Okay, not that. Wing? No. Rear bumper? This adds weight for some reason. It makes it look cooler though, but it adds more weight. Bonnet. Okay. Weirdly enough, everything increases. Sure, let's spend 100 to give it a hood scoop. Whatever. Alright, so now, even though we've... I feel like we cancelled it out a little bit. But I definitely want those rear wheels to spin a little bit, like, easy. Like, I just want them to spin easier, pretty much. So I think we definitely needed the extra power. However, we did end up compromising it by adding a supercharger on it and adding more weight. I'm getting rid of that supercharger. Getting rid of it. And I'm gonna go back to the engine upgrades, and I'm probably just gonna do something here to improve this thing. Because I don't think it's smart for me to... I don't think it's smart for me to add the supercharger on it and then just be like, you know... See, this adds more weight as well. I need to find things that don't add weight. They actually reduce weight but gives me like more power. Stuff like this. Right? I'm at 162 horsepower now. And now I'm at 9,900 credits. And it's lighter. I'm down with that actually. I'm happy with that. Let's do that instead of the supercharger. 636 kilos, so it's gone down and our power went up as well. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I don't know what we're gonna do with the suspension. I'm gonna try and build something out of this thing, obviously. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, I changed my setup on my suspension, so it's very similar to like drift suspension. I lowered it all the way. I cambered, tow, all that sort of stuff. All the good stuff, pretty much what we needed to do here. I've done it to this car. Unfortunately, we are at nighttime, so you guys probably won't be able to see it too much, but this is much lower now than before. I could just probably do this, right? If I do this, and then I go into my exposure, I bring this all the way up. You should be able to see something. You should be able to see how low it is. You should be able to see the camber that I've had on pretty much all of my tires here. Yeah, it should be good. It should definitely be better than what it was before. That's definitely a thing. Alright. I'm ready to hit it. The guy in the F40 thought he was in an old Ferrari. Check this out. 6 million Ferrari, let's go. Downhill. If not 7 million. Oh yeah, I kinda like this. It's a little sluggish. Oh my god. Keep going. Come on, Barchetta, come on. Third gear is probably the best for this. I am straightening up a little bit though. That's my problem. But with 160 horsepower. And these little tires. Still rear wheel drive. This thing just is really good. Okay. It's not like, you know, competitive standard good. There it is. There it is. It's the one thing that obviously I can't really help it doing if I let it go for too long. Or have it have just a tiny bit too much angle. Because I can't really catch it with the drift suspension because it doesn't have it. So I ended up spinning out there, unfortunately. But the front end is super twitchy on this thing. And I made it even twitchier actually with the setup that I have. Which is good. Because it means I can catch it a little bit quicker and a little bit easier. And I can stop it from spinning out. Or from flicking too hard, you know, and then I can't catch it. Yeah, maybe second gear for these drivers. But listen, finishing off this run with this amount of points. with one of the most expensive drift cars I have ever built in the game. Oh, I'm honestly really proud of this little car. I didn't expect it to do this much. I didn't expect it to be so lively, like happy to just send that back end out, you know what I mean? That was pretty good. That was pretty good. With the amount of money that we got for both of these builds, which is just 10 grand. Hello. Hello, little brother. But yeah, with the amount of money that we got from our wheel spins for both of these builds, I'm honestly really surprised at how good this car actually is to drive. So, yeah. I guess that's it. Again, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel and all that sort of stuff. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to. Yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next video. Again, I really do hope you enjoyed today's little video on probably the most expensive wheel spin drift build that I've ever done. And yeah, I guess I'll leave it there. Again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.